This is the first dimension of happiness. It's a simple scale running from pain to pleasure. We learn early on that some things feel better than others, and it's generally better to do the ones that feel good. Halloween candy is good, homework is bad. Got it. But on occasion, something strange happens. Our happiness doesn't quite do what we would predict. The Halloween candy makes us sick. The homework makes us feel accomplished and proud. There must be more to happiness than that. This is the second dimension of happiness. This axis runs from loss to gain, shorthand for any good or bad life circumstances, achievements, or outcomes. Promotions are good, breakups are bad. Got it. And when we combine these two axes, we end up with a two-dimensional landscape of our circumstances, or for short, the circumscape. Once we adopt this map, we become complex life strategists, often prioritizing long-term success over short-term pleasure. We learn that a good life requires discipline and sacrifice, and we can choose to forego the drunken party when our research paper is due the next day. And most of the time, this framework seems to serve us. But on occasion, something strange happens. Our happiness doesn't quite do what we would predict. We'll achieve some clear success on paper, like getting a raise, but our happiness will seem to stay the same. We'll go through a difficult divorce and end up saying it was the best thing that ever happened to us. And then we'll shrug and forget about this odd outlier before continuing our efforts for improved circumstances. But this time, instead of shrugging and moving on, let's really pause and ask, why? Why does winning the lottery rarely make people happier? Why do losses and failure often result in unexpected improvements in our well-being? There must be more to happiness than that. This is the three-dimensional map we'll call the overview. And this is you. As a human being, you try your best to navigate your life using the two-dimensional circumscape, but the three-dimensional overview holds the key to real fulfillment. So what is the third axis of happiness? Well, for now, we're going to use the word admirability. See, whether you're conscious of it or not, your brain is constantly observing you, monitoring your behavior for traits that you admire or disapprove of, and delivering chemicals based on its evaluations. As a result, you feel good about yourself when you take action that another person might admire you for, even if no one's watching. You feel bad when you fail to see evidence of those admirable traits in yourself. Admirable behaviors are those that demonstrate your character strengths or virtues, whether those are courage, compassion, or creativity. And your self-esteem, mood, and overall sense of well-being depend on the unique personal virtues that you are able to exercise every day. This means the pleasure we get from streaming a show, the status gains of winning an award, or the thrill of a new car may all just be two-dimensional decoys for the real goal of the game. But because we lack the three-dimensional map, we perpetually set and pursue shallow, circumscape goals. Once you have three-dimensional vision, everything starts to make sense. The relative who is happier than ever after losing everything. The never satisfied colleague who is constantly chasing promotions, profits, and productivity. The friend who wonders why their comfortable life of streaming, scrolling, and drugs doesn't deliver enduring bliss. Most importantly, it will help you understand the fulfillment you have realized throughout your own life, and where you need to go next. The challenges you will need to overcome to grow, the strengths you will need to exercise to become a person you truly admire. See, from post-traumatic growth to postpartum depression, the many counterintuitive stories of happiness actually all tell the same tale. Happiness is all about earning your own admiration. And the good life consists of bringing your unique set of virtues to life every day. Fundamentally, this is not a new concept. It's been echoed in different ways by the Stoics, Confucius, and Nietzsche. But intriguingly, there is also mounting evidence of evolutionary psychology, psychotherapy, and neuroscience which suggest that this is actually how our brains are wired to work. And understanding this system is the key to navigating your life, embodying your highest ideals, and ascending the peaks of flourishing. This visionary theory is outlined in the new book, Become Who You Are, a new theory of self-esteem, human greatness, and the opposite of depression, by best-selling author Ryan A. Bush. This book will change the way you see pleasure and comfort and pain. It will change the way you see obstacles and success. It will change the way you see yourself. It's time to take the next step in your ascent. Learn more and get the book at the link below.